Hello, everybody. I'm Nikki Novak, and welcome to the Fandango space at CinemaCon, and we are talking all things Ramayana. Welcome. So excited to have you both here. How are you doing?
Thank you.
Jet lagged? Not jet lagged.
I'm also jet lagged.
Are you jet lagged too? Well, we appreciate you being here, and you're in the middle of shooting part 2 of Ramayana. So what are you doing here?
I think, there's no question that CinemaCon being such a big event for cinema worldwide, we had to take that opportunity to really come and take a break from the filming and come and make a presence in front of the world.
And you're doing that. You're already doing that. This is going to be, obviously, people in India are it's a highly anticipated film, but American audiences are going to see this as well that might not be familiar with the story of Ramayana. It is so, epic isn't even the word for the film and the story of Ramayana, but if there's any way you could sort of introduce our audience to the story.
So Ramayana, as you say it very well, is the quintessential story or the foundational story of Indian culture. It really represents, the belief system on which billions of people on the planet really have, followed this generation after generation. It's told in a manner that really is here to educate and inform society at large. And I think the characters, which are we all believe as God, Lord Ram, Ravan, who's the reason why Lord Ram has to take birth and, come and bring balance into the universe, are larger than life, people to learn about. And it really is a perspective on how you see, a timeless story like that sort of continues to inspire not just India or Indian cinema, but world cinema. Because these stories, these characters are sort of represented in thousands of movies and folk tales over and over again, and has done so incredibly well.
Yeah, we were talking a little bit before this interview, and you used 2 films to sort of describe what it's like working on this film.
Yeah, I think for the Western audience, I always love to give the comparison of, it's like an Avatar meets Gladiator moment, where you see the absolutely wonderful world of Avatar, but the human story of Gladiator, where you sort of have that emotion and that graph of how these two sort of worlds coexist.
I know there's been many, many iterations. People love this story. It's such an endearing story. And you said there was no other character you wanted to play than Ravan. And I just want to know, for maybe your Indian audiences too, that are anticipating your interpretation of this character. Pure evil, complicated. How did you begin to approach playing this character? Did you already have an idea, and did it evolve as you began shooting?
I think we all are very familiar with the world because we've grown up listening to these stories, and it's been part of our culture, belief system. So it's nothing new. It's not like any movie story where you really have to sit down and break it down thinking that I'll present it this way. But most importantly, I think every character has got its point of view, and most of the times whatever they do, they believe in it. So that's the most important aspect. I think even in today's world, anybody doing anything, the point of view is the issue. All of us are right in our own way. I think Ramayana as a story, it's not just about good guy or a bad guy. It's also about telling you that you might be the greatest in everything. You might possess all the best skills. Or you are like the guy in that generation. You know everything. You're good in music. You're good in scriptures. I mean, you know everything. But still, your judgment matters. The kind of actions you take, we call it karma. So it's very important for us to understand that. I think that's what I followed. I completely went with the directors, and also Namit was being a major part in the script, so I just went with it. Yes, as an actor I had to bring in my take as well, so I just followed the basic things that he believes in whatever he does. I think that's the most important aspect of any character, and he's such a layered character, so I always wanted to play this character in Ramayana. So I loved it.
What does he believe in?
Oh, he believes in many things. He's fighting for his people. His cause is noble according to him. But like always, the problem is there's a very thin line between confidence and arrogance. So I think that's where it really plays out in a unique way in this film.
And I would love for you both to talk about this dynamic between your character and Lord Ram. I think everybody's really excited to see that. If you can talk about behind the scenes, creating that chemistry and what it has been like.
I'll just add that obviously Yash is being very understated in how he presents the character that he has played. I think there is nobody better than him to have brought in that flair and that energy on screen. And I think that's something that the world will watch and be incredibly enthused by. One of the places from where I got excited was when I heard the narration of the script, and what really established itself very, very interestingly was, what did Ravan do that Ram had to come into the world and resolve that. And that, I think, is obviously I'd love for people to discover that in the film. And even though it's a story that, like Yash said, everybody knows and has seen it many, many times, but the way he's played that character and the way Ranbir has played Ram, I think will really be exciting for the world at large to really experience a very, very exciting way to sort of experience this epic.
What has your relationship like with Ranbir on set, and how did you two create that dynamic?
Interestingly, we both have never come together on screen in this film. So because, as you all know, it's a two-part film. So in the first part, I think I have Ravana. As Ravana, I have my own kingdom, and Rama has his own kingdom. But we have met a couple of times, and he's such a fabulous actor, and I think it's mutual respect which has played out. And chemistry is like when you're out to do something phenomenal, and it's as ambitious as Ramayana. All of us have a single agenda to give our best to present this story. So I think our visions are aligned, and so the chemistry is not even an issue. We're enjoying.
Ambition is a great word, because this is a very ambitious undertaking in terms of doing this as a two-parter. Like you said, you're in the middle of shooting part 2. This is being shot for IMAX. Can you talk about, this is a big year for epic films. We have Dune 3, we have The Odyssey, your film. Why do you think audiences, this is the time, and how in 2026 are you telling a modern story for a 2026 audience based on such an old story?
What is interesting, and it was a perspective I actually heard from someone in America itself, it was like, you're bringing us the first story of the world, or the first story of the universe, but it's something we don't know much about. So it's almost like you're telling us a timeless story, but it's actually, we're going to discover it for the first time. So there's a lot of freshness and excitement towards it. Obviously, every Indian, their heart beats with this story. All of us, our parents, our grandparents, generations before us have all learned the Ramayana, heard the Ramayana, experienced it in various different forms. So it's very interesting to sort of bring something with that big screen spectacle, but with the heart that every Indian cares about to the world, that I think is very, very relevant. The concept of the Ramayana, which really presents that point of view, I think is very timely in the world in which that we all live, which is fraught with so much conflict and so much divisiveness. I think some of these philosophies are very interesting in the way they are presented without being preachy. They actually can really bring people together in a very interesting way. And I think that's where I feel it's a very relevant, presentation. And I think with all the other epics that you just mentioned, I think the world and the audiences in cinemas want to see something that is new and different. And the mindset is a lot more open to consume different types of stories. I think we've all seen enough of the same fare, but I think now it's about what new can we bring.
Okay, so you're a very busy man. You also have Toxic coming out. Tell us a little bit about that.
Toxic is also a very ambitious film. For the first time, I think we have shot that film in English as well. So as a concept of the film, it's very layered. Once again, it's not a typical gangster action story. For the face value, it will look like a gangster movie with a lot of action, but it has got deep psychology, and it's got very interesting aspects of human life where you can resonate with, and it's a very unique way to present a dark character is what I feel. It was very exciting, and some of the best technicians, my director Geetu Mohandas has really given a new take on a gangster film. and I think I enjoyed it. It's going to be a visual treat as well as something which makes a huge impact on audience psychology as well.
Yeah, what made it fresh for you as an actor, and visually, like, what can you tease?
See, it's I've never done. Although I've played gangster characters, as I told you, I love playing dark characters because as an actor, you get a lot of things to explore. There is no boundary when you play a dark character. So this movie had many shades of those characters and lots of looks and lots of performers. Great actors have come together to put it together. Like in India, if I have to say, it's a world on its own. So you go 200 kilometers from one particular state, you'll find another language there. So it's full of different culture, different kind of languages people speak. So to bring it together, I think recently we have figured a way to dub films, and as a concept, everybody watches it as pan-India films. Means a film which caters to all the audience. I think this is one of those films with lot of commercial aspects as well as a new way, a fresh way of storytelling, which is going to be a very unique experience for Indians. And also we wanted to, like Namit and me came together for this, especially I'd been to LA. I was trying to understand the filmmaking process, what we can do more, enhance our Indian storytelling. So Namit is one of our, we are so proud of him, what he has achieved in this part of the world. His company DNEG, the way he has built it. So I just wanted to take his company's advice and wanted to put out something which is magnanimous and also a great visual experience for audience all over the world. So that's when we met, and then it turned into Ramayana. But I should tell you that Namit and DNEG has been a major part in Toxic as well. So the goal is same. The goal is always trying to enhance the storytelling of our continent, because it's high time the world has to come together. So how can we bridge both the worlds? Because the kind of number what Indian movies are making in India as well as outside India with the Indian diaspora, the Hollywood or the Western films are definitely not doing full potential in our country. So the idea is to say, how can we bridge these two worlds? How can we make cinema a global thing where everybody can explore the maximum out of it and make better movies? And how do we take it one notch higher? That's the goal. I think that's why we all are together.
Okay, now I have to ask you, if you're bridging two worlds and you're working with either an American actor or actress, who is the actor or actress you want to work with?
No, I think we have a couple of actors. They're from UK and America. I think J.J. Perry, the action director, he did films like John Wick, and a lot of films he has worked on. He brought in a lot of class and new techniques to film, and he has done a phenomenal job. It's even in Ramayana, if you see, we have a lot of action directors from the West and American action directors. And see, the technology, we are exchanging technology, exchanging talent, exchanging our filmmaking skill and their filmmaking skill. Basically, if we can bring the two worlds together in terms of storytelling or even the other technical aspects, so I think we have a lot more to do in terms of cinema.
I just want to end with, we like to ask people when they go to the movies, because obviously you're both making films, but you grew up as film fans. When you go to the movies, where do you like to sit? Is there a spot? Do you like the front? Do you like the middle? Do you like the back row? And what do you snack on when you're in India? And what is the movie-going experience like in India for American audiences that don't realize?
So I think you have to experience it to know. Movie making is actually really interesting because of the way audience consume entertainment there. It's more like a concert or it's crazy out there. People enjoy. It's part of culture. It's pop culture. And when people love films, they're going to turn it into a stadium. It's going to be like a big football match, or they just enjoy each and everything. That's the best part about being in this industry. If I personally want to watch a film, I think it's the last row. And what I munch on, maybe popcorn, classic.
Yeah. It's universal.
It's universal, yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, I grew up watching films back in the day when there were no multiplexes. Although I'm not that old, but that sort of was the most fun way to watch. There's an Indian food called vada pav, which is basically, it's like a fried potato ball which comes in a bread, and you sort of have that with a whole bunch of people sitting together and literally, almost like as Yash said, they're almost like in an event where you can actually stand up and dance on your favorite song. People are sometimes throwing coins on the screen. Yeah. So it's a very, very exciting way to watch it. And it's, while you have depending on the kind of film you watch, you will want to watch it either in the back row or, we have the balcony and the stall and you sit in the stall and really where people are a lot more free and celebrate cinema in a very different way. So I kind of enjoy both depending on the kind of film. Hollywood films I like to sit back and watch. The Indian films I like to be part of that energy.
I do too. I love party. I like going to premieres because people really cheer and they
to
really
celebrate. I think the front rows are the best ones. Like he said, there is a culture where you throw coins when their favorite actor comes on screen, or
Where's coins? I need coins there.
It's fun out
There's
there.
A lot of coins thrown when he's
yes, I can imagine. I can imagine. Okay, last question. No matter what country you see this film in, why do people have to see this on the biggest screen possible? What are they in for in terms of, like, I've seen a little bit of footage. It looks beyond epic. The action, just tease what people are in for, no matter where they see this film, and why does it have to be seen on a big screen?
So I think one is that it's not the biggest screen and the biggest sound. To me, is really the celebration of the most complete emotion that you can have, and then the more immersive we can make it. I think because we're taking you to a time period over 5,000 years ago, so you want to see it. You want to immerse yourself in the world and discover the beauty and the chaos at the same time. And that's why, the way we've shot it, the way we've captured it in, the best way we can, I think is going to be enjoyed, incredibly on that big screen. We have music by Hans Zimmer and A.R. Rahman, which again will, I think, add a whole new texture in terms of the audio-visual experience, which I'm very, very confident of. And I think no place better than the cinema to actually enjoy that.
I think cinema has to offer entertainment. At the same time, you need to have something to take home with, is what I believe. Not being preachy, but this film has got substance which will stay with you for a very long time. The very reason the story has stayed for so long, and it's gone beyond boundaries, like it's transcended to many cultures. People own it. There must be some reason, and I think to watch it on big screen in today's technology, I think it will be a unique experience for audience, and I think they should enjoy it in big screen. Also, like he said, wherever you watch, the cinema has to connect with the audience in terms of the story and the emotions, which is obviously there, but the kind of technicians or the kind of technology used in this film will make it more special, and it will be a great experience.
Well, thank you both so much. Thank you for joining us in Vegas. I hope you have a great time, and best wishes for the rest of part 2.
Thank you.
Thank you.